Hi YouTube, what's going on? Helen the Russian here. So I've done my very first Halloween night driving for rideshare. I've listened to a lot of videos from drivers, experienced drivers, saying Halloween night is the best night of the year. Also, both Lyft and Uber were messaging, as you probably all well aware, saying don't miss out and whatnot. So I psyched myself up. I thought, right, I'm gonna give it a good go. I'm gonna go and start at around 5 and we'll just see what develops. Overall impression, good. I was happy with how things went, but this being Las Vegas, I have to say things are probably slightly different than they are in other markets. For starters, we have a huge convention going on this week. It's SEMA, automotive convention that has to do with automotive parts and insides and gadgets for the cars. It brings in over 100,000 people and it's mostly men. And this man, it's kind of like, think Mad Men, back in the 50s advertising man. They come here to have a good time. They come here to schmooze. And usually they have expense account to do that, but they also come here to have a good time. So there is lots of whining, dining, partying, going to the clubs and whatnot. So I live in the city, as in not on the strip. Locals don't live on the strip usually. So I started from my house and almost immediately got a ride request, and it was a local girl. She was going from work home, so nothing exciting there. And then from there, I got into the strip and shuttled people around. Those were conventioneers. They had nothing to do with Halloween. But I have to say, tipping was a whole lot better that night, like substantially better. There was a market difference. I'd say I got probably 60% more tips than I would normally get. A lot of them were $5 tips, straight off cash or on the app. Then I did take 3 guys to a Halloween party way in the city. I picked them up in the hotel on the strip, and they were going way in the city, like nearly 20-minute ride. But they tipped well, they were fun guys, so those were the people I would associate with Halloween. They went to a place called Count Vamps or something. I never heard of it before, so here we go. I know now. And then my almost last ride was a ride, again, I ended up in that area, so it was local. And so I was driving back, picked up someone. He was a conventioner, but he hitched a ride before to Walmart to stock up on some groceries, and then he wanted to stop at the Del Taco and get some food, so we did that. But with that, I ended up back on the strip because he was going back to his hotel. And then I gave another ride to someone who was going sort of locally, not far. And then the young, I'm not going to say kids, they were in their 20s, so young adults, they were going from a local apartment complex to Fremont Street, which is, I'm really glad it was it was the end of the night for me. I already driven for 5 hours. That's a lot for me. And I was ready to go. I don't like to drive late at night. And it was after 10 p.m. already by then. Because Fremont Street was crazy. Traffic was backed up onto the freeway, all exits. So we're talking Casino and Cashman exits. They were both backed up on the freeway, barely moving. I'm glad those kids were all good. I dropped them off as soon as we exit the freeway. I went 1 block and I dropped them off and let them walk the rest of the way. But that's where the Halloween party apparently happening on Fremont Street. I personally never gone. I don't celebrate Halloween. But basically, if I was forced to give rides around there, that's not a good gig. You wait in traffic forever. We all know we don't get paid. In Las Vegas, we only get 11 cents a minute for wait time. So, yeah. But the way that unfolded, I was quite happy with it. So, end of the night, I had a little over $100. I think 110, I think. That's including tips, though, both cash and on app. Drove for just over 5 hours, like a little over 5 hours. Was still home before midnight. Happy. All good. I will definitely recommend it. I will do it again next year. So just some information for those who wonder. Thank you and have a fantastic evening, everybody.